In this video for section 4.3, we're going to talk about the change of base property. As we've talked about before, your calculator will have a button to give the value of common logarithms, logs with base 10, and natural logarithms, logs with base e. Some calculators do have the ability to calculate logs of other bases. Sometimes if you hit the log button, a little box will come up that will allow you to type in a different base. If not, then you use the change of base property to evaluate logarithms on your calculator. And the change of base property looks like this. If you have log base b of m, you would do log of m divided by log of b. Or you could do natural log of m divided by natural log of b. Notice that the second number here goes in the numerator and the base goes in the denominator. So looking at example 7, it says to use common logarithms to evaluate log base 5 of 140. So what I would do is I would take the log of 140, since I'm using common logarithms, divided by log of 5. So the 140 goes in the numerator and the 5 goes in the denominator. In the homework problems, they're going to ask you first to use the change of base property to rewrite the logarithm. And this is what you would type into that first box. Either log or ln of the number divided by log or ln of the base. So to type this into your calculator to get an answer, you would do log 140. Now, note that on your calculator, the calculator will open up a parenthesis when you hit the log button. You need to make sure that you close that parenthesis after you type the first number, before you hit the division symbol. So I would type it in like this, log 140 divided by log 5. And if I do that, I should get 3.0704. The homework is going to ask you to leave 4 digits after the decimal point, so make sure that you're rounding correctly. So next you should look at checkpoint problem number 7. Do this in your notes, check your answer, and then move on with the video. Example 8 is asking us to use natural logarithms to evaluate the same log as example 7, log base 5 of 140. So I should get the same answer, even though I'm using natural log instead of the common log. So I would be doing natural log of 140 divided by natural log of 5. And if I do that, on my calculator, again, make sure that you close the parenthesis after you type that first number. And I would get that same answer of 3.0704. So next you should look at checkpoint problem number 8. Do this in your notes, check your answer, and then move on to the homework.